Hey guys and girls, and welcome to 31 Days of Hell 2, episode 13. So I am playing some music. If you're wondering why you can hear music out loud and not edited into the video, it is because at the moment all I have to work with for this series this year is my iPad and my phone, and I cannot get music onto my iPad unless it's on iMovie. If it's not, it's very tricky. Therefore, I'm just playing the music out loud. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. Okay. I've always had the idea, I've had the idea for about a year now to read out on my next 31 Days of Hell series, which is the one you're listening to now, some stories, some reviews that people have left on EVP apps. I believe that's electro voice something. So basically it's like EMF detectors, obviously electromagnetic field detectors. Obviously they detect electromagnetic frequencies, which obviously are given off by spirits, ghosts, etc. So I'm going to be reading some reviews left on EVP apps, which are to pick up voices of the paranormal through the use of apps. Okay, so the first one is from the app Ghost Hunting Tools. I've personally installed this. I think I uninstalled it because I got bored. I wasn't. I don't know. I just expected more from it, you know. Right. So the first one is from a user Taz Turbo, all in capital letters, and it says, "I asked, is there anybody there? Answer, Christopher, who is my dead brother. Other words that pop up were muddy, sharp, funeral, Satan, stop here, mouldy, mattress, burn, Hannah, and a few more, so I'm still 50-50. My bro committed suicide with an overdose of heroin, and through his diabetic pen, somehow, as we all fell out many years ago, I never went to his funeral, or know where he is buried or scattered, so we'll keep trying this app. It worked better when I lowered the settings down to 3.33 on each drag bar," referring to the settings in the app. The next one is from a user Chick Sauce. This is from the same app. And it says, "True story, I could have died. When I got the game, I decided to test it." I don't really see it as a game, but you can think of it that way, I guess. "So I went on it, started to wait for words, and so there was. Waited for words, and so there was. I started to bounce on the bed, and the level thingy, I don't know what it was rising up to orange, so I stopped and it went down. Soon after I bounced a lot and it went up to maximum. And then I stopped again, but it wouldn't lower. Then the drawer started to shake, so I had to go to the furthest corner in the room, but then it stopped and I was scared." What do you think of that, guys? Next one. This is by the user SDM.13. The title of the review is "This Does Work," and the review is as follows. "I had to use this for fun, and being hopeful it was a real app. I didn't have much hope until one day something weird happened. I was talking out loud in my house, trying to communicate with either a Paula or a John. A little while later, I decided to reinstall this app, as I stopped using it months before. When I started using it, the first two words that came up were Paula, then John. No chance of coincidence or the app listening, as it was uninstalled. Whilst I was talking out loud, the word bank is very random and is more like more likely to say things like bones and shame than people's names. Very weird, and I use it to help me now. Not entirely accurate, but definitely has something about it that's not to be dismissed." The next one. This is by user Lozzy48. The title is "The Best Ghost App Out There." And the review is as follows. "I've had this app for a few years now, and it's proved time and time again to be correct. I have I have psychic abilities, and I use it as a tool to speak to spirit. I have asked very specific questions about certain things and people, and I would say 95% of the time it's spot on. Just a quick message for the creators of this app, blah, 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 blah." Okay, that's not part of the review. Not relevant. Okay. The next review is by Retro Cat Blackpool, and the title is "This Actually Really Works." And this one actually freaked me out. Okay. So the review is as follows. Some of the words from the app seem random and you can hear a robotic voice. However, in between that came a voice with an accent which was my nana. It said my mum's name twice, my uncle's name, how old I was going to be at the end of September. However, please be careful. We picked up on a negative spirit who said mum, granddad and my sister's name and then dead. It both freaked me and my mum out and had to phony, they meant phone my sister to see if she was all right. And this review and the following reviews are from the app called Ghost EVP Radio Paranormal. The next review is from user Daxo. Title is Ghost Radio, and the review is as follows. This is amazing. I've been contacting my great-great-grandfather. It is real. Tells me things like what's in the room, what I am eating. Also told me how he got killed in the war. I would highly recommend this as it is not fake. Trust me, it told me there was a disease coming and we had a pandemic. Just be aware it comes to you in your dreams when you download it at home. I got scared and deleted it. Rightfully so. The next one is by user Mintoski. The title is Ghostbox, and the review is as follows. Has come up with a lot of accurate information about specific people's lives, but it's also random words that kind of make sense and leave you to interpret it in your own way. Most make sense to individuals that have used it with me, but a lot of random words that make sense. It even told me my age and the person next to me's age. Awesome. The last one is, by user Scott Perry, and the title is This Is Real, and the review goes as follows. At first I thought the response were just a load of nonsense, but stick with this app. I have had some very accurate conversations and proof that spirits are all around us. I have not experienced anything bad or negative whilst using this app, if you are concerned at all. Okay guys, so those were just some reviews left on Ghost, Spirit, EVP apps that you can get on the App Store, which I'm sure are probably available on other stores like the Play Store, the Galaxy Store, whatever other stores for other makes of phones. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed filming it. I enjoyed saying all of this and telling all of this information, so hopefully you enjoyed it too. This was 31 Days of Hell 2, episode 13. Hope you all enjoy watching, and as I always say at this point, happy spooky season.